chance for a top 10 team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Frazier. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. The 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And the Trojans couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fox. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, then love to get a drive going here. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Craven. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Going right and going deep. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes them, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
With the run on first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Looking for the tie with the extra point. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's White. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Hugh did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds the tight end. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. It's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Keeps looking downfield. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
Get set, get set.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USC!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Got him downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the left side. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine.
There he goes. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To throw, it's Stockton. Now adjusting. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. He's up to 51 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to run it to the right. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Scrambling away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
Unleashes to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Overton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Snagged in the middle. It's Lane. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. On the run, it's White. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Hunter. Big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
It's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Mayava. grab near the marker. It's White. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good position.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Taylor. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Handoff to the lone back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the play fake. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And they needed an inch, and he didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He'll keep it on the sneak. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go, no push. Big stop by the D.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Corner's going to give them room. They knocked him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged out of the air. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. He made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. It in. Touchdown, Georgia.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Mayaba. Using his legs to buy some time. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Turning it on! And he gets the first down the minute he gets the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Mayava. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the
Boy, I almost forced that.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs!
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I got to tell you, I love the thought on offense. You want to get one of the fastest players in the country the ball in space, see if he can break one, make you a big play in a 2-minute situation. But that's just a better job tackling by the defense. They practice that all week, and it shows up big here late.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Quarterback may change this route. That's caught. It's White. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. A handoff, keep working on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. The Dogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off like there wasn't a